Hi everybody, I just want to go over our groceries for the last quarter and how we spent and what we spent and all of that. But before that, I just want to recap. I know I did the April budget already, but just for people who haven't seen that video. So April is a 3 paycheck month for us. So the first paycheck will break down like this. I'll leave this link at the bottom of this video so you can see the whole video in full. The second paycheck will be used to fill our sinking funds for the next 6 months. And the third paycheck will close out the month of April for us. So let's move on to our first quarter groceries. So let's start up here. It's 2022. Our grocery budget for this year is $5,400. That's a daily rate of $14.79 or $3.69. It's actually, and also it is $450 per month. We do our grocery shopping bi-weekly, so we have a grocery budget bi-weekly of $207. So let's go on. January we had 2 shops, Lidl, and on the 7th and the 21st. The first one was for $169.68. The second one was for $182.39. The groceries came to $352.02 with a daily living rate for groceries of $11.35. We are under budget right here. You see that? Next, we have February. We had little. So the 2nd, the 4th, the 18th, and the 19th. So we had 2 small shops, as you can see. That was probably just to pick up milk and bread or whatever. It was $7.46, $132.85, $20.71, and $196.91. If you can see here, there's a little quotation here. So it's an Xbox card. So it was our son's birthday coming up, and we used part of our groceries to buy an Xbox card while we were there. But we have a birthday sinking fund. So I came home and switched the money back over. So that's where you can see the deduction from that budget. So the actual grocery budget came for that week came to $171.21. So the balance here is $332.32. And so we also came under budget. Our daily rate that for the month of February was $12.77. We're under budget. So here we are now in March. So for March, we've decided to shop around. We're really feeling inflation and how it is affecting us overall. So for March, we shopped at HT, Harris Teeter, Aldi, Lidl, and Aldi. And so the first shop was for $8.29. The next one was for $49.96. Next one for $2.06. Next one for $132.18. And the last one was for $61.61. Total for the groceries for March was $458.03. So we had a daily living rate of $14.77 because there was only so many days in the month, so we came under by 2 cents. Woohoo, right? So that's a combined total from these 3 totals. That gives us a combined total of $1,142.31. Now let's jump back up here to the $5,400. That divided out by the first quarter of the month would have been $1,350. So we are under budget by $207.69. What are we going to do with that money, the $207.69? For the first quarter of the year, we applied that to our mortgage payments, or principal mortgage payments. We put that off our mortgage. Going forward from April 1st through the next quarter, we will be, any money that is left over from our groceries will be staying in our grocery budget, and it will be going towards our new adventure, which is we will be starting a inflation pantry. So the next video after this video will be showing you the ins and outs of how we are setting up an inflation pantry in our home and how we are actually going to foot the bill. So I'm very happy that we are under budget so far in the first quarter. But I know these figures are, they look fantastic on paper, but the reality is we're in uncertain times, and inflation is knocking at everyone's door, and it's eating away at our grocery budget, our gas budget, our insurance budget, and every single thing else. And I know we are not alone. So even though we did so well, we still have a lot of work to do. That is why we will be starting an inflation pantry. Now, I want to talk to you about something else. You see how I do this and I track everything? It is vitally important, and I mean vitally important, that you start tracking your groceries, your spending, your income, and your debt payoff, your mortgage payoff, whatever you're paying off, or whatever you're saving for, your emergency fund, your sinking fund. It's vitally important that you track it. How do you see growth without tracking? You can't. You can't tell. If we had to cut all the way down to, March 30th, and I would not have known that we came under budget. How would I not have known? I wouldn't have known because I hadn't tracked our groceries and how much we had spent. So get yourself, you don't need anything fancy. You don't need anything. These are just blank pages. Just from today, please start tracking your everything, anything to do with income or expenditure. Please start tracking it. You will be mesmerized by how much, once you are intentional, how much money you can save. And with the money you can save, you can fulfill other dreams and aspirations. You might want to be debt free, and you might want to put that extra money off debt. You might want to save for holiday. You might have a communion coming up, or a wedding, or you might want to retire, guys. This is living below your means on the daily living rate is the gateway to financial independence. And it starts, right? It's not just writing down a budget and there you go, you have a budget. It's tracking the budget from the beginning of the month to the very end of the month. And it's important. So please join me and do that. Do yourself a favor and start tracking your income so that you too can reach financial independence. It would give us the greatest pleasure to be able to cheer you on across the finish line to financial independence. Let us know in the comments how you're doing. Are you tracking your budget? Are you tracking your groceries? Is it something you've even thought about? Have you worked out your daily living rate? Do you know how much your groceries cost you in the first quarter of the year? Did you go above or below your expenditure? It's all here, guys. All you need is a pen, paper, your numbers, and just the receipt. Now listen, this is a quick tip for you. If you do not have your January, February, and March receipts from going grocery shopping, and you shopped with your ATM card or your laser card, all you have to do is get onto your bank account. Type in the subject matter when you're on to your portal the names of the shops that you go grocery shopping in, and all of your expenditure will come up. And you should have a 2-year record there, because legally the banks have to keep your records on file in your portal for 2 years, unless you have set it up that you only want to see the last 3 months or the last 6 months or whatever. But they're in there, and it's a fantastic way to look back. You can do this also if you were trying to figure out, let's say, in the month of June last year, well, nobody went anywhere last year, did they? But let's say before what we're living through with the pandemic, but before that, right? So let's say in 2019, you went on a 2 weeks holidays, and you went in June, and you're now going to be able to go on holidays this year, vacation, and you want to know how much you spent there compared to what you're going to need now. You can go back and type in June 2019 into your portal for your bank account, and all of your expenditure will come up. So there's ways and means to find out all of these things. If you need any tips or you need any more information about it, I didn't mean tips, I meant information, just reach out to me, leave a message in the comment, and I will be delighted to help you figure it all out. So anyway, have a great night. Let me know if you're doing all this. Like, subscribe, and follow if you like our channel. We would love the support. We love all the banter in the comments when people leave us comments. Yeah, it's what drives our channel to keep us going forward. So have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon, and look out for our next video, which will be the inflation, but talking about inflation and the pantry. God bless you all. Bye.